Hey guys, so today I am going to try a brand new makeup brand for myself because I've never tried this. This is a very popular makeup brand. However, I myself have never tried anything for the brand. Up until recently, I did try one thing. I got something in a little Sephora, uh, one of those kits I got from Sephora that was the Sephora favorites. That's what it was called. So once I did try that and really liked it, and it was superb, but I have been wanting to try this brand for a while. They're kind of expensive, and that's why I haven't. But they had a sale for Black Friday, so I jumped on it just to try out a few of their things I've been wanting to. So I am trying out Huda Beauty. I've heard nothing but good things about the brand, so I'm excited to try it. And I did get a few things to try. But I love their little bag that they sent it in because it's the actual bag, but in the bag lining is the bubble wrap, so everything stays nice and secure. So I did get a little sample. This is her perfume. And this is the vanilla. It tells you the notes on there, and it says vanilla orchid, tonka absolute, brown sugar, amber woods, and musk. I'm not a huge fan of perfumes because I have migraines and they kill me. And so I'm a little afraid. My nose has been a little stopped up, and it's not because I have any sickness, it's just because it's been stopped up lately. So okay, I'll smell it. Oh, that's really nice. I do like that. So this is the vanilla, just the vanilla. So that does smell good. I don't know if I would purchase the big one just because I'm not a huge perfume fan, but when they give you a choice of, you know, a little sample, why not, you know? So I didn't pay anything for that. That was just a free sample. And of course it's a tiny, tiny little sample, so I wouldn't have paid anything for that. This I did not pay for in this order as well. This was what came in the Sephora favorites. This is a lipstick. It's in the shade First Kiss. It's one of her matte lipsticks, and I'll swatch it on the back of my hand so you can see the color. But it's a very beautiful color. Very, very beautiful. I love that. And it feels really nice on the lips, even though it's a matte lipstick. It's not very drying, so that's one good thing that I like about it. That it's not super drying. But I love her packaging too. I just think it's so, so cute. So one thing I wanted to try was her foundation. So this is the Faux Filter foundation, and I got the shade Cheesecake. I'm afraid this is going to be too dark. I'm horrible at picking shades online. Horrible. I even do the little Sephora thing where it tells you, you know, like what's comparable. And this just looks like it's going to be too dark. Does it not? I'm still going to try it. Because I hate sending stuff back. I absolutely hate it, but you get a little bit more than a fluid ounce in here, which is really nice because most are about a fluid ounce. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Most people would say, just send it back and get your right shade. I don't know what my right shade is. This is probably not it though, that's for sure. I also got the Overachiever Concealer from Huda Beauty. Can't talk ever. We know this. And this one I got the shade Marshmallow. So this is a lighter shade. So I'm hoping I can kind of make this work. That's what I'm hoping. So, but the little tip on this is really neat. It's, a lot like the tip on my Mary Kay Time Wise Repair eye cream. It's a lot like that. So, that's really interesting. You get 10 mLs of product in there. And then I also picked up the Easy Bake loose powder in the shade Pound Cake. I watch a girl on YouTube Her name is Paige Corin, and she raves about this setting powder. She loves it. I don't bake a whole lot, you guys know that, but Huda's very, very into baking. But you guys know that I'm not crazy about it, but I still thought for a setting powder this would probably be good, so I'm excited to try it. Oh. This is what the inside of the packaging looked like, and I thought some of it came out. I'm crazy. It even tells you how to bake up here. I personally think that baking can kind of like dry out your under eyes. That's why I don't do it a whole lot. But here's what the packaging looks like. A whole lot like a very, very similar component to the Maybelline Fit Me powder. The shades are even kind of similar too. But the one thing I've heard about Huda's products is the smell. She's very fragranced with her products, and so I've heard that they are very overpowering sometimes. So that is one thing I'm a little worried about. But I've heard that they kind of dissipate with time, and that's one thing I'm hoping with time it will dissipate and get better. And the whole reason I made this order is because I've always wanted this palette. I've always wanted this eyeshadow palette. I know I don't need another eyeshadow palette, let's move past that. But I've always looked at this and thought this was gorgeous. This was me. If I ever saw myself in an eyeshadow palette, this looked just totally up my alley. So I say that about a lot, I know, but this one I've thought that about a lot. But this is the new nude from Huda Beauty. For some reason I keep wanting to say Huda. I don't know why my brain wants to say it. Here's what the outer packaging looks like. Then you have this card on the inside. That's Huda. And then here are all the shades. How beautiful. Stunning. So, so pretty. These really pretty shimmers I don't want to mess up. I'm not going to swatch this palette only because this is not a new palette. It's been out there for a long time, so it's nothing like revolutionary that I need to show you something new. Here are some of those like shimmer shadows, I guess, for lack of a better word. I just wanted to look at them, so I went ahead and swatched those really quickly. All of those are pretty. But I've always heard that she has an amazing formula. So yeah, I'm hoping not to be let down. I had actually thought about getting a dupe palette for this, just so I didn't have to spend the money on it. And I was like, she just has such an expensive price tag on her palettes, which, I mean, a lot of brands do. I'm not saying that they don't. But this is just kind of like standard packaging as far as I'm concerned. It's like, ColourPop does this kind of packaging. So it's not like, it's not that expensive. So you're really paying for the shadows themselves. And, I was like, am I gonna spend that money? Is it worth that? When it comes to like paying $65 for a palette or, getting a dupe, there's a lot of times I would choose the dupe. But at the same time, it's like, the quality is really what you're paying for. And I'm not trying to tell you that you need to go and pay $65 for an eyeshadow palette. That's not what I'm saying. Actually, I didn't pay $65 for this. But for me, I just weighed it and decided that I wanted this. So I actually, for the palette itself, I paid $45.50. I wrote it down. So $45.50 is what I paid for this. So I saved almost $20 on the palette, which I thought was amazing. For the foundation, I paid $24 for this. For the concealer, I paid $15. And for the setting powder, I paid $23.80. So I got a pretty good deal on everything. Like I said, I'm a bargain shopper. I like to look for deals. Not that they're super, super cheap, but at least I didn't pay full price. And that makes me, that gives me comfort. That makes me feel like I did something right. So I'm really excited to play with these, and I'm really excited to get started. So what I'm gonna do, I think we should do the eyes first. I don't know, I may play with the glitter. I don't know. There's just some really pretty ones in this palette. If you see these glitters, oh, they're so gorgeous. But I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So let's definitely do the eyes first so that I don't mess anything up. So let's focus on that and then we'll get to the face. I think what I'm gonna do, there is a concealer in here. It's called Concealed. And it's something that she said that in her video, you know, some of these like glitter formulas and just all the shadows like to work really well on this. So I am gonna use this as my primer today. So I'm just taking my little brush and I'm gonna dip it in there and then just put it all over my eyelid. So we'll compare. I can definitely see a difference. This one just looks more like even. Yeah, I like it. So I'm gonna do it on this other eye. So next I'm gonna take this first shade. If I'm holding it up correctly, it'll be the first. I'm just trying not to blind you with the mirror. It's called Bear. And then I'm just gonna set the lid. Since I put that concealer down, I'm just gonna put that on top just to really set everything. I think I'm gonna start with this shade here. The name is Secret. I'm just taking that same brush and I dipped it in and I'm just going to run it through my crease. You guys know the drill here. Then I'm going to take this shade here. It's a little deeper. It's called Raw. I'm going to use the same brush. I've been into using like the same brush for basically my whole eye look here lately. But this is just going to go on this outer corner and I'm just blending it into the crease. I'm going to take some of this shade here in this corner called Teddy. And then I'm just blending right next to that I just laid down. I do that for more of like a gradient effect, and then I put my shimmer shade over top of it. I think for a shimmer shade, I'm gonna go with this one. Stay in the bottom row, why not? And it's the shade Charmed. And I'm just putting it on my finger. And then I'm just gonna start tapping it on. I just can't bring myself to do glitter, guys. If I had maybe a glitter glue, I think maybe I could do it. But I can tell that these will not stay on my eye. This is the glitters. I can just tell they won't. And it's not the formula or anything like that. It's just that they're glitters. They're just gonna be, they're really pretty though. They're just gonna be all over the place. They're so, so pretty. I'm just not a glitter person. I wish so badly that I loved glitter and that like, I love to use it in my eye looks. But for me, it's just, I don't know, I just can't get into it. I love shimmer, just not glitter. I don't know, I'm weird. So here's what the eyes are looking like. I'm just gonna take a wipe and just kind of clean up. I think I was gonna use like a different primer, but I think I'm just gonna use the foundation by itself and just see how it works. So let's see. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see. So here is my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. It's clean and ready to go. I'm may have squirted out too much because I think this is like really, really full coverage. I don't know. We'll see. Could the match be better? Absolutely. Is it horrible? No, I think I can work with this. It's just really hard online to pick your perfect shade, you know? But I definitely think I can work with it. So I'm going to get a little closer so you guys can kind of see. I think it's looking really, really good. I'm definitely not disappointed, that's for sure. So I'm going to take my Overachiever Concealer in the shade Marshmallow. And I'm going to squeeze some up, but I'm going to be very gentle. We are going to have a brightened under eye today. I just wipe my tip off on the sponge so that I didn't waste. And I'm just going to blend this. So this dries like super fast. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. I'm just going to spray my face. This will just help kind of loosen everything up, make it easier to blend. I'm going to take my brush for my corners here. Oh, that's not good. Brush is not the way to go. It started like moving my product too much. So I'm a complete fan of the foundation. Concealer, it's a little too drying for me. I'm just gonna be real. It's holding on to like every single line and wrinkle I have under my eye. And while it has amazing coverage, I will give it that. I mean, like, yes, it conceals amazingly. When you have like more wrinkles and things, you have to kind of worry about the hydration under your eyes as well. So, for me, that's what I'm worried about. For my under eye, I need that hydration. So that's why I'm not over the moon for it, but it's not horrible. If I need, like, if I have super, super dark circles and I just really, really need to cover, this will be the go-to. So I'm just opening up the setting powder. Has a little cap on it. So it has a net. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a net in there. So what I'm going to do is dip my sponge in there and just kind of I do kind of bake, but not for a long time. I just put this on here long enough to kind of powder the rest. And then I go back and kind of work it all in. Don't inhale. And so I just do that long enough. I look awful. I swear I don't look that white here. Get that off my shirt. And then I just kind of like dust with my brush. I think it looks really good. I'll get closer so you can see. I think it looks really, really nice. So I am pleased with everything. I'm just not crazy about the concealer. It did a great job of concealing. I'm not trying to take that away from it because it really did do a wonderful job of concealing. It just didn't give me the hydration I'm looking for. If you can look at my under eyes, if you can really tell, there's a lot, like you see all those fine lines. They're just not usually so accentuated. They have been before, but I've been trying to work on that. That's something I don't like to do. So I'm going to do the rest of my face and my brows, and I'll be back. We'll finish the under eye and get this going. Okay, I'm back. So for, what did I leave off at? I forgot what I did last. For brows, I did the Real Her I Am Inspiring pencil. It's a little ashy for me, but I'm just trying to use my brow product, so this is what I used. And then I took the where'd you go? I don't know what I did with it, but I also took the Essence Make Me Brow. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think. Yes. I also took the Essence Make Me Brow over top of it, and this is in the shade Chocolate, chocolatey brows. So it kind of gave it a little bit more of warmth, but it's still ashy for me. But again, I'm just trying to use my brow products. And then I used the Rimmel natural bronzer in the shade Sun Bronzed or Sun Bronze. I don't know, it's tore off and I can't really tell. And then for blush, I used my Lunar Beauty Moon Prism blush palette. I used this darker shade and this middle shade, Spacey and Stargaze. For my highlighter, I used my Laura Lee Los Angeles Glaze Lit Kit, and I took the two lightest shades and mixed those together. That's my highlight today. For lips, I went ahead and used my Huda Beauty matte lipstick in the shade First Kiss, but I also used a liner. This is my Believe Beauty Barely There Long Lasting Lip Liner. So I just needed a little something to make sure I didn't mess that up. To lighten that up a little bit though, I do think I might take a little something lighter. It's just a little dark. I need it to be a little bit lighter. This is my e.l.f. Seriously Satin Lipstick in the shade Cream. So I think what I'm going to do is just lighten it up just a tad, just to make it not so dark and deep. And then for eyeliner, I used my NYX Epic Ink Liner. This is my favorite eyeliner. It's so easy to use, like seriously one of the best. Get it if you don't have it. It's drugstore. It's amazing. I used my Essence Lash Princess mascara. It's the green tube. I don't know what the difference is. And then I put on some false lashes that were just right here, and I don't know what they are, so I do apologize. I just thought this look needed the false lashes, honestly. I thought it deserved it. So I think that's all I did. Yes, I believe. So to finish the bottom lash line, I'm going to take the shade Raw, mix it with a tiny bit of the shade Raw and Teddy, and just kind of smudge that on the bottom lash line. I'm going to take just a tiny bit of this shade right here, Crave. Sorry for blinding you with the mirror. And I'm just going to kind of tap that on the top here. Not to take away from, just to kind of give a little bit more to, you know? And then I'm going to take that same shade and I'm going to take a little brush and I'm just going to run that along my brow bone in the inner corner. I'm going to take my ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Joyride. And I'm going to line my waterline with that. And put mascara on the bottom lashes. And here's the finished product. I think it looks really nice. I really, 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 really love it. I really, really love it. I don't know if I said that enough, but I do. I love this eyeshadow palette. It's a good one. It's a really good one. I recommend it highly, and I've only used it once, so I truly do. I think it's great. And I think that the colors were effortless to blend. They are just so beautiful. And these shimmers, they are just gorgeous. They truly are. My eyeliner could probably use a touch up, but we won't talk about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And for my first time experiencing Huda Beauty, see, there I went again, Huda. Huda Beauty, I love it. I love it. She has done such a great job with her brand, and I'm truly impressed and very pleased. Even the foundation, I think, looks really great. Even though it wasn't my perfect shade, I still think it looks good. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that this was a fun video to watch. I know I'm always talking about eyeshadow palette, a new one, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry for apologizing so much for it too, but it is what it is. So if there's anything that you have questions about or anything, just let me know. I'm happy to answer questions. I hope you guys are enjoying a wonderful pre-holiday season, getting ready for Christmas. I think this year I have seen more people excited about decorating their homes and getting excited for Christmas and putting up their Christmas trees and things like that, just because we are homebound so much. And I think that that's wonderful. I think that it's great that, if anything, that everything that's gone on this year has taught us is it's just kind of great to slow down and enjoy life. You know what I mean? Like, enjoy the family that we have, enjoy the people we have around us who we love so very much, and who we sometimes just get in the mundane you know, rhythm of life with, and we're just going so much, and we forget sometimes just to appreciate them and spend time with them. And if anything, maybe that's what this year's taught us, you know, trying to see the positive in things. You know, I'm not the best at it. Sometimes I'm the world's worst for complaining, but you know, just trying to encourage somebody that's, you know, having a rough time with everything going on, that hopefully there is some good with the bad. I know that this past Thanksgiving was not at all the Thanksgiving that we've had in Thanksgivings in the past. You know, there was family that wasn't here. They physically weren't here on this earth to celebrate with us. They physically weren't here to celebrate with us because of all these restrictions. You know, we're just kind of limited because of everything, and so, you know, we didn't get to celebrate the way we wanted to and the way we always do. And, you know, our holiday traditions, we hold those important, you know, in our hearts, and they are truly important to us. And but what's so important too, and we have to remember, and I know that I don't like to think about this because we just don't. If we've not been touched by it, if we've not been affected by it, we don't think about it. But there are people who have died from what's going on, and if we can, you know, curb anything by staying home, we should. And I'm trying to do my part. You know, wear my mask, all that good stuff. I just encourage you to do the same. I know that it's not fun, and I don't enjoy it, and I wish so badly that things could go back to normal. I don't know if we'll ever have our normal again. I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't, but I do know that, you know, something good always comes from that, and you know, something good's going to come from this. So I don't know why I rambled about all that, but I work in healthcare. I see the spikes in all these cases, you know, and it's across the country. It's not just where I am. My mom has a autoimmune disease that if something happens and she gets this disease, I don't even want to think about that, because it's going to be detrimental to her. So, you know, I just hope and pray and just, you know, with everything in me, that we can get this thing under control. This vaccine is coming, and hopefully it is going to help so much. So I'm just praying every day, you know, that God will take care of us all, everyone, and it's going to be okay. You know, there's a lot of hopeless situations, but it's going to be okay. So I'm going to get off my soapbox now, and I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.